Good evening, guys. Good afternoon. Good morning to you. Welcome, everyone. Technically, part 8 of our stream here for Spellbreaker part, for Spellbreaker class, and the last stream should be. So, what we're doing today? We finishing. Or we killing the Celestials, finishing the build basically. Finishing Celestials, Mogodren, Kalagadra, and Ravager. Great boss. We already killed Lokar, we already killed Jorn Bourbon, we already killed Roshalga in previous 2 streams. And we're still tinkering with the build. A little bit. So tomorrow, yesterday, actually today on the morning stream, let's be honest. Today on the morning stream, alright, which was a previous stream, we did change again our necklace here, rings, or as I say. So we went through Alchemist Torment, the blue set. Right, it's giving me better offensive ability, giving me actually more DPS at what we have with just a purple Alchemist ring and Brand of Eternal Hound. However, chat, there's another idea I kinda had in mind and I didn't realize it. Alright, actually, let me log in out of this. There was another idea I didn't realize. So there was those Eternal Harmony rings. Right, it's giving me some offensive defensive ability as set bonuses. It has some offensive ability here, some offensive ability over here, and cold damage on both rings. More importantly, it's giving me absolute zero and lethal assault over here, and the blade burst and the flash freeze. So we can, we do have like more points to play with. More points to play with, and I think this could be even better than this Alchemist rings over here in terms of giving me additional 2 at least points to blade burst that I can put somewhere else because we are hard capped on a blade burst here. So let's go and check it out if I have actually this one in my stash, and if I do, we know what to do with this. Alright, we know what to do. We also need to clear my bags. They get into too spacey here. Too much of trash. Okay, speaking of the bags, so move entire page to database, and for character, do the same as the character. So entire page to database, You see we have quite a bit of green items here. Alright. I was generous with all of them. Memtomori is back. Welcome, mate. Greetings. A new idea, like old idea. I apparently did put it, did thought about these rings back in when we pre-planned the build, because I have it in my main browser tab, but I completely forgot about to check this out. So what we're looking for is Eternal Harmony. So all items, set items, Eternal Elemental Balance, Elemental Harmony. Wait, Elemental Harmony or Eternal Harmony? No, nani? Oh, it's Elemental Harmony, okay. 82. We have just 2 of those, huh? Which is okay-ish, because you can always transmute, right? Oh, okay. I mean, I was looking through. Wait, I was looking through character transfer. Nani? How does even work? Okay, we're looking through over here. Well, it's still 2. So we still copy those. And we can always go and transmit those. Alright. Let's jump back. Let's jump back. Christina out of commission. And we don't not gonna be seeing her anytime soon. So we decided to finish a build today on an evening stream. So that's the third day in a row we play in only Grim Dawn, and then we jump in on the weekends. We jump in just straight into God of War.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Okay, run guy.
Stash safe.
Well, there's still a much of stash to keep safe over here, chat. Alright, we did try to farm for that Alexa's chill, mystical version. Haven't been having any luck with that so far.
I'll keep an eye out.
Okay, we also need to craft craft another set of the Runebound Topaz. Running so much out of resources. This character gonna be end of me. Gonna be end of my economy. There's relax over here. Goodies. Welcome. Yeah, economy ruined.
Got
Completely.
Stash.
Stash, so we get in those 2 rings over here.
I'll keep an eye out.
Well, the better one. 100k cold damage. 100 cold damage, 55 8 offense ability, gonna be 17 piercing elemental. So blade burst, right? So we don't have like anything whirlwind of death or execution, not doing anything for this build. It does have flat damage, so I suppose those guys giving me more damage altogether. 180k.
If you've got the parts, I've got the know-how.
Transmute. This one was the worst one. Alright. Transmute. Just, here we go.
Be safe out there.
Sup nerds, welcome Master Heralds, greetings. Greetings. To the last spot for this build, last part of the playthrough. Right, so we're switching it right away. I guess it's okay if you just put the powders on it. Right, if you just go and put the powders on it first. Alright, it's elemental damage. Offensive, that's not it. Cold damage, defensive, and health. It goes over here. It goes over here. Right, and 180k DPS, 3600 offensive ability. That's what you're looking here for.
I'll keep an eye on this.
3400, 10k DPS minus, defensive ability, also minus is it? 26 defensive ability, but defensive ability is coming like we have 5200 defensive ability out of this, out of the Runebound Topaz. So yeah, main thing is defensive ability, offensive ability is still good here. Right, health will get to 17k over there. 10k DPS lost, that's the main thing. But we have +2 to Amarasta Blade's Burst. Lethal Assault getting better too. So it's also kind of matter how much we get in damage with this one hit to... Where's the trained armies? Trained armies over here. Right, it's 117, 202, 202k. With Lethal Assault activated. And this one 209k. So the real loss is only like 209k, 7k, alright. Real loss. Again, what else is giving me? It's giving me yeah, like initially amount of force fire and cold damage, All right, this doesn't have, this have rhyme fire, also cold damage and first burn damage, which is probably better. A fresh freeze +2, blade burst +2, absolute 0 and lethal assault. Absolute 0 is over here, right? Absolute 0. So more damage, 10. Wait, how is still 10? Wait, what, 10 out of... What, of 12? 10 out? What, Nani? Oh, so we have only 8 here so far. I see, I see. 8, and I was thinking 8 was okay, so I was thinking they can take more damage from more stats from flash freeze. We definitely can take more stats from here to get 1 point into elemental balance. All right. And where's the next point will be going? So well, I guess Alchemist Rings is still better. Damage wise, we get into 2 additional points. 2 additional points of skill points, so we can put it like elemental balance over here. But I think the Alchemist Ring is still better. Alright, Absolute 0 does have this Frostburn damage, but we don't care much about the damage from Flash Freeze and Absolute 0, do we? Not really. Well, I guess we're gonna be going with this. And I guess we're gonna be seeing how it's going to go. Mogadrin fight first. We still carry the Anguish belt. Anguish have -3 elemental resistance, so we're gonna be compensate for that loss of resistance with a Storm Shroud ointment here. Right, lightning resistance. And we already have 76 of the maximum, so we should be good against the Mogadran. Right, let's go. The important question is how much of resistances Mogadran does have. That many? Let's check out in my trusty monster database. So first resistance just a 90, and we can ideally reduce this over the 100. Also, I still don't know how the flash freeze cold resistance reduction working. All right. It should be we're getting like this minus resistance anyway. Like the moment I cast the cold freeze and it's hit something, the flash freeze, it should have give a minus resistance reduction to cold. That resistance reduction came from items. However, the flash freeze have its own mechanism of resistance reduction to fire. Right? If you see here, like fire resistance reduction -68, it's only happen when flash freeze is actually freezing the target. This fire resistance reduction happened. So does this also apply to the item, to this resistance reduction we get, for example, from Mage Slayer set, -18 cold resistance reduction to Alexa Fresh Freeze? Because the freeze resistance reduction only will apply when we're actually going to be freezing something, but the cold resistance, do we need to freeze? Will it work against Celestials is a big question. It should technically work. But in case it doesn't, let's calculate how much resistance reduction you have without Alexa Flash Freeze. So on whole Mage Slayer set, we have -8 elemental resistance on Veil of Shadow. So just enemies just need to step into my Veil of Shadow, get the buff again, this -8 resistance reduction. There's additional -8 over here. So it's making -16. Alright. Let's see what else we have. Blade Burst here. Cold resistance, like fresh freeze, so minus 16 so far. There's no resistance reduction anywhere over here. Right, just showing you, double check. So it's making my minus 16 so far with this. Then we have in Devotion. Right, Devotion Murmur. Minus 23. So it's minus 39. Minus 39, 39 cold resistance. And we have... We have Elemental Storm is additional 32 flat. So making it 71. Minus 71 resistances when enemy have 90 resistance. Doesn't look that good. So hopefully that Alexa fresh freeze, so minus all resistances from it, applying on heat but not on freeze, not on freezing target, but actually on heating, because we're getting this minus resistances actually as a part of the set. Well, I guess we're gonna see it very soon. It worked perfectly fine against resistances and damage against Lockhart and John Bourbon, the clone of John Bourbon. Okay, we also don't forget about my mighty beasts over here. So let's get the resistance. Resistance to the lightning. Okay, you know what I didn't calculate it yet. I said minus 71 resistances, right, to cold. But I forgot to calculate a very important one. The Night Shields had capped its minus 35 cold resistance. Right, 35. So 71 and 35, 106. So we at least have 106. Not including that Alexa fresh freeze. Are we good? We good, John. Yeah, my mistake about that. So 106 at least resistances that we can say for sure gonna be happening. Okay, still trying to get last chances on the Alexa's Chill Mace Scepter. Doesn't look like anything happened on that front. So 70k health, 24% damage absorption. Okay. Miss Gadley attacked the guy. Okay, there's Anguish the buff. I don't want to get hit by his thunder damage. I just went and got hit by his thunder damage, did I? There's another thunder damage over there. Dodge the thunder damage. Come and fight me fair and square, you coward. Dodge the thunder damage. Dude, like I'm here, I'm just staying, like just come, dude. Okay, there's the thunder, okay. Moving on the side of the thunder cloud. We're really killing him like fast here. Despite tanking it, that's all the thunder damage.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, not bad at all, chap. Not bad at all. Like he just put its thunder up. He put a thunder up, then I just was standing there and doing nothing. Not bad at all. This is not count. This is like me doing some stupid mistake. I was just keep standing in the thunder. I was like, yeah, what if I do go into thunder, press mirror, and I just got stunned. And I didn't press the mirror, so I died. We do have a stun resistance, 59%, so that's more than enough against this fight. It's just... mistakes were made. The Clown Fiesta. Good scene. I'm never playing on this hardcore anymore. It's so much about player skills. Like, how abysmal low skills you need to just stay there and take damage. Don't ask me, don't ask me. Yeah, and there's still Anguish. But I'm here for my revenge. I didn't like literally didn't press any single killing skill fighting him like over there. Okay, Thunder. Problem is the Thunder, he's just not moving to fight me, like just keeping staying in his Thunder Cloud and then casting this Thunder yet again. Okay, again, staying in the Thunder. Fuck you, dude. Just move and fight me, fair and square. I get Anguish debuff. There's another Thunder. Yeah, if you just dodge in Thunder, you perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
That skill's not ready.
Another Thunder. So just like for any range build, we need to move. We don't need to care where we're moving. On this build, we want to move as on a melee build as short a distance as possible. Alright, to get benefit from directly hitting him. Then I'm just going into Thunder, mate. You also want them to stay on one place for my Elemental Storm and allow the shenanigans to work. Well, he's taken quite a few points of damage there from just dot I'm putting on him. Should look pretty much like a lot of damage there.
That skill's not ready.
Pretty a lot of damage.
Can't do that yet.
Okay, Thunder. Thunder. Good. Just went and got hit by Thunder. Nullification. Almost dead. Don't do any stupid mistakes. Like he should probably die from my dot. Like look at him die from a dot. And here's that. The dot lasted pretty long. So that was Mogadren, like what, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Pretty easy fight, honestly. If you don't get killed by a Thunder. The thing with the build, right? It has pretty decent survivability, but we are relying it survivability. The reliance here is on the freezing, being able to freeze an enemy. The moment we not freeze an enemy, we're looking at our defensive ability, we're looking at our offensive ability, it's not really that great, like 15% chance for him to crit. Yes, when he's not critting if he's staying close to my aura over there, but nonetheless. And armor rating is, that's the lowest armor rating I had on the builds of in a while. We do have armor absorption 100, but like 1700 armor instead of like minimum 2k. Not really that great. Not really that great for sure. We just got like a new mantle of Mogadran. I always getting some helmet out of here. Am I? Okay, I was call this mantle. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, so we don't need this Storm Shroud anymore. I'm gonna use the ointment. You sure I'm wearing an armor? Like, it's a papier-mâché armor, mate. You know, like this cosplayers doing. The cosplay armor. Yeah, that what it is. Okay, Ravager next. Ravager next, chat. Well, it's technically melee build, so trying to face stun, but like I said before, so ability was built as good as any other Nightblade we played before. There's 2 previous classes, and that's to say like it's not really good. The moment you're not freezing the enemies, well, it's still better than previous two builds. It's still better actually. We're getting all the fancy damage absorption, whole 28%. Black Heart of the Void? What the hell is Black Heart of the Void? Oh, I should have taken the totem over there. Welcome, welcome, Francie Dark. Greetings. Greetings to this last Grim Dawn stream in a while. So you're gonna be playing a shit ton of a God of War and some Last Epoch next. For like next week, week or two, if everything will be okay. Okay, how there's no guy with a heart here? Ridiculous. How is this happening? Why is this happening? Yeah, we just killed a Mogadran. It was pretty easy fight. Not the fastest fight, but we get him in 2 minutes or something. On our way for a Ravager head. Just looking for those hearts. No, not a single one on my map here. Okay, like not it's very strange there's no enemy in this part. Happens, I guess. I get the totem, is still looking for some items. Still in need of loot. Okay, if he's not here, then he's here. Gonna be following ancient Chinese wisdom. If he's not there, then he's here. But we do have the feast quest, so it should be showing on the map the moment we're approaching close by. In here. This is getting suspicious. Hell, how suspicious.
That skill's
I don't
not
understand what's going on. Why there's no guy? Speaking of which, I just saw a video before they come in here on a Twitter about the guy playing the Devil's May Cry 5 and don't understand the game at all. He's just like, I don't understand what's going on in this game. And then Dante getting some heart and start dancing. The guy just like throwing his headset. Like, I'm out of here. The bro just gave up. They're like, we're about to give up. Like, the whole area doesn't contain any single one of those hard bearers. It cannot be. It's a scam. It's a scam, chat. Okay, at least one, please. I mean, they can spawn over here. Okay, no, they can, like... Let's check, like, all the areas. All the right areas. It's like they didn't spawn at all. Okay, there should be, like, at least one in this area. Like, over here. If not, okay, there we go, there we go.
Can't do that yet.
There's one over here. Nice. That was Yuval's heart. It was Yuval's heart. I don't believe like there's any more places for those guys like, to spam down here. I just double checking it. Yeah, there should be no places for it. So Handoros and Olivion left. I was just standing and killed two enemy heroes. Come on, let me check the map. So I do believe one can spawn over here, Olivia's at least, in this area. Alright, let's run portal in that case. On this one. Let's see. Down here. I was like over here actually. Okay, let's try that down here first.
That skill's not ready.
In here at all. Maybe it was like up here. Maybe I somehow like missed them. Like I hate, sometimes you just find those guys super fast, like 2 minutes, you're done.
I can't do that.
Sometimes like we just spend in this pointless run like this. Nemesis approaching. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Come here. Feel the power of my rage.
Can't do that yet.
Yeah, just totally face tank it. Do not mess with me. Only like kill them because I thought we can get some nice loot out of this. We didn't.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, farther down the line we go. Like, I don't even know if they can spawn this area. I can't remember. Haven't killed any of them like in this area in a while. At least. Oh no, there's one. There's one. Let's leave it off. Okay. So to want now is Handaros, and this will be like easier if I just go and ask my monster database. Handaros. So spawn locations, the 5 spawn locations. Show me on a map where I can spawn here. So first location. First location is Gloomwall Crossing. We did cover this one. No, nope. Did cover this one? Nope. Did cover this one? Nope. Did cover this one? Nope. Nope. He only spawning over here. It's one of those locations we didn't cover apparently. Apparently one of those locations we didn't cover. After all. Like what didn't cover? Like over here? No wait, over here we didn't cover. Okay. But it should be visible on my map if he was there. It should have been visible on the map. I was coming like really close to that location. What's going on, chat? Am I getting scammed here? Like, we're just gonna go through this location once again. Maybe it was like down here. Oh my god, he was over there. How did I not saw it? Dumb game scam me. Okay, it's always a Ravager of the flesh. So back to Borgholm. The question is, we absolutely, like I say, can't face stun him. But is it my Frostburn damage enough? It was doing decent damage on Moggebrand, but I really need to stay close to the guy here. To hit with my Bestial Hour and stuff. Alright, boys, here we go.
Yes, these should satisfy. It is Ravager.
Oh, wait, what? It's a Ravager.
A massive bird
Okay, decided.
serve as the
The
Ravager's
world.
flesh. He is brash and prone to anger, but
Yes. Revered is Borgholm. Do we need anything with Revered? No idea. Little things. You not impress me, but again, Leonard.
Do that yet.
Just need to hit him once to put this DOS effect on him.
That skill's not ready.
And we have a yeah. Oh no. Too much damage. Yeah, the bleeding damage is could be dangerous. Could be like very dangerous, like very dangerous. Disengage. Like look at the amount of that bleeding damage, huh? So don't you dare to get hit by this. Pretty dangerous to kite him like that. Despite I have... Yeah, pretty dangerous, like I say. Despite having mirror, it's just truly unacceptable. So maybe I just need to kite it around like, oh my god. Did I just use my Easy Crystal? Easy Cluster just like that? Should have used it before. So yeah, you see the complication fighting this guy. The bleeding damage is killing me pretty badly. Bleeding damage. My vitality is over the maximum, but not a bleeding. Okay, not much as 80%. I mean. So I need to do like something kiting him. Even using my mirror shield to attack him is very dangerous because I can get debuffed by bleeding. And doing like normal kiting back and forth like we're doing with the range build will be like very inefficient.
That skill's not ready.
So like just going around, occasionally hitting him over here. Occasionally hitting and then
Can't do that yet.
getting suffer from a damage. Yeah, this bleeding is really annoying. Like really much. Can I kite him like around this tree over here? That's enough to get into my aura. Yeah, maybe it's a better place to kite him.
I can't do that yet.
Like really, that thunder attack happening like instantaneously, dude. Happening instantaneously. $24k millions. Like just tap it and
That skill's
dude, like
not
I don't understand why he's like running so far away for. He usually not reaching this point over there. This is too wild today.
That skill's not ready.
Dude, he's too wild. He's too wild. That's kind of sad. Yeah, I usually can't go past this point over here. Now if he's going like slightly faster, this is unacceptable. Like literally unacceptable. Because we're not staying too close to him, we're not hitting him with the
That
aura
skill's
too.
not ready. I can't do that yet.
I'm so dead, I'm so dead. I'm gonna die from a bleeding. Dude, like why are you pursuing me like those so far away? Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. This is something out of ordinary. So how much we're doing the damage to just like stay nearby him? It doesn't look like we're doing anything now, yeah?
I can't do that yet.
Bleed in, bleed in, bleed in. Almost dead. Yeah, Ravager, I would say it's a problematic fight. Not entirely impossible, but very problematic.
Your soul is mine.
Nope. So we got him like on the half of his hands. It's more problematic if you have 12k health and get one shot in the middle if you catch the Thunder. Well, I mean, I'm gonna get it one shot it if I get Thunder here too. So I get what you're saying.
I can't do that yet.
I'll give you good.
Oh my god, good prices, good prices, good prices for this. Why there was a shopkeeper who willing to talk to me in the middle of the fight? That's unacceptable.
That skill's not ready.
Oops, 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 oops. Overstayed my welcome there. Yeah, those guys shouldn't just be deactivated during the battles. Happens so often to me. Yeah, like I never was able to kite him that far. So I don't know about this. This guy's been like a very literally like no sense.
That
Oh my
skill's
god,
not
so
ready.
much damage. Look at that health shot. Look at that health. He's like everything. Let's hit him with the RS. Like 10 million health left. Nope. My soul is mine. Because I got hit.
Can't do that yet.
Nope, nope, nope. Air alarm. Yeah, very scary fight here.
I can't do that yet.
Oh my god, I don't have like potions. Yeah, just last seconds nullified myself. Totally forgot we have a cluster. Totally forgot we have a cluster chart.
Your soul is mine.
Fuck this. I did the same mistake again. Did I? Same mistakes, same mistakes.
Your soul is mine.
Okay, we're good, we're good. So we have a potion and shit.
That skill's not ready.
Don't get hit, don't get hit, don't get hit. 6 seconds to the mirror. 5 million health left. Oh my god, I just like ran and got hit by that thunder. Mistakes, mistakes. Nope. You're not getting me. It's almost there, like. Almost. We have 2 seconds. 1 second to the mirror. Okay, it's hit me pretty badly. It's kinda hard to engage this mirror, because you're getting all the debuffs if you don't have that notification after. Yeah. Could be like pretty dangerous altogether. Okay, we do have a notification right now.
That skill's not ready.
Oops, 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 oops. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's like a million and a half. So I don't have like any health. It's less than a million health. So I have nullification if anything. Don't overestimate him. Yeah. Amarasta, you're welcome. Come here, coward. Where are you running? $1 million, just running around. Should kill hit. Yeah, pretty tearsome fight over here with this guy. A Ravager. Well, we know that we couldn't fight. Couldn't like tank him, but the dot damage we taken from the guy is quite significant. We don't have like anything that reduces duration of bleed. And bleed almost killed me in this fight, and did kill me in the previous fight. So it's possible, but not the easiest fight. Not the easiest fight ever. I feel one of the hardest fight we had with Celestials, with all other builds we had. Yeah, and my aura wasn't dealing that much of a damage. Not as much as I was expecting to be. Okay, next one, Caligandra. I teleported to Run Portal. So Caligandra with me don't having much of the essence left here. Have 7 essence as well. 7 should be fine.
Hold on to that for you.
And then the great boss after, chat. Great boss after. Theoretically, Caligandra should be easier, but Caligandra dealing a lot of physical damage, and he has minus physical resistance, right? And we also have minus physical resistance with Anguish. Does the Caligandra actually have minus physical resistance, or am I lying? I could be lying here, chat. So 90% cold resistance for sure, so physical resistance reduction. Mem tomorrow saying, but sure this physical damage has been greatly reduced. Yeah. if your build doesn't have like at least 20% physical resistance when you're doing it, like yeah, it's a bad build. It's not been able to handle much of the stuff here. Let's see. Physical damage 100%. Okay, passive bonus. That's fine. Minus offensive ability have aura. Maybe he doesn't have anything about physical resistance reduction. We have chance to fumble. That's one thing. So this is staying a 1.2 patch over here. 1.2.1.2. So this is the recent patch, alright? The standard damage over here from 65 changed to 93. For a while. It's not sure, so I kinda not sure if the other numbers over here is correct or not. Cause yeah, this one. So Entropic Void and Sand Tornado. Do those guys have any resistance minus reduction? Not Entropic Void. Sand Tornado. Okay. Oh, so there it is. The Sand Tornado itself have minus 14 physical resistance. So I do remember there was like some minus physical resistance from Caligadra. It's a Sand Tornado that's doing it. So that's why like taking extra damage. Okay. It's saying 14, but it could be more, you know. Doesn't look like those numbers are correct. It's probably more. Even if it isn't, 14 is too much, because we're ready. 22 is a bare, 20 resistance is a bare minimum. We have 22. Right, and then 12 of that been reduced while under the effect of Anguish. Oh, look at this Clown Fiesta. First Viper we killed dropped the Viper Hemorrhage. Like, yeah. Streamer lock. Easy. Okay, we got all the food we want. By the way, just cleaning this space so nobody interferes with my fight. And it should be good. Caligadro should be easier than Ravager, technically speaking, in terms of the whole fight mechanic, but he potentially can one-shot me because of the resistance reduction. There we go. There's a tornado right away. Just staying closer, put in those buffs, don't get sundered, dude. We actually can dodge him, like some attacks, he's actually doing single target attacks sometimes. So if you're lucky enough, we can actually dodge.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, like the fight mechanic itself a little bit easier than the Ravager, so we can face tank him like more. Can actually like contact fighting him a little bit more, like I say. Maybe I can even like face tank him like normally. Yeah? Well, not into Tornado.
Can't do that yet.
Well, not into Tornado. Yeah, like, not into Tornado, chat. I told you and I just ran and did it right away, yeah. Just for science. Well, the problem is I also got sundered. So it's like, was instant kill. It was like instant kill. Ah, what a day we living in. resolve this clown fiesta. I'm feared about my, I mean, never feared we're gonna have any problem with Celestial to begin with. It's just what you see, it's the player mistakes. But now I fear how we're gonna be like fighting an actual great boss. Resolve these mistakes. Like thunder damage and ambush. Nope. Tornado. Arch Nemesis. Nine. Get out with those stupid tornadoes. Tornadoes, get out from here. Nope, tornado. Nope.
I can't do that yet.
Got some notification, a tornado right in front of me. Nine. Did have some uptake on that mirror, but we didn't want to get hit by the thunder. Shouldn't use that notification there. It wasn't a problem. Your flash freeze should work nice against the crates, the freeze part that is. Oh, but they're gonna be like dying, is it? Okay, you know what? Maybe we're good. Maybe we're just not gonna be killing all of them. Too fast. That got too close. For my own good, tornadoes. Yeah, the multiple children might seek revenge, sir. Yeah, like oh my god, okay, I got hit. That's the problem, right? That's the problem. I have a quite a bit of AoE, and they're probably gonna be breaking pretty easily because of this area.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, I need to be careful with this boy. Nope. Hit him there. So, how much of dots we doing? Like, I still like 100k dot, dude. I still have 100k dot on him. So it's just like running by him is. Eventually, we're gonna be killing him. No problem. Move in.
I can't.
Frozen mangoes for dinner. Summer delicacy. That's how what they call delicacy in your parts, guys. In your part of the world. Sure, not here. Oh my god! Like just when I get hit. Yeah, so it's very easy fight, like I said, at Caligandra. We have way more opportunity to hit the guy, and he's not like. He's not killing me with one hit. Speak shit, get you know, get karma strike.
skill's not ready.
Well, we also can utilize the mirror continuously. So there's that part. No, good tornado. Get bad tornado. Get out of here. Bad tornado. Bad tornado. Like somehow there's like tornadoes intensifying, right? Closer to him dying. Getting more tornadoes. He's figuring out me.
That skill's not ready.
Nine tornadoes. No, okay, no notification. Getting a little bit too greedy. 8 millions left. Dude.
I can't do
Dude,
that.
dude. Greed. Greed fall, you know, let's say. The fall before the greed. Whatever it was.
I can't do that yet.
Tornado. Why I did that? Stupid tornado, get out. Yeah, so it's still taking a time, right? Like we use so many mirrors over here. So imagine it's like 5 minutes fight at least. Well, way more than 5. Again, easier than Ravager. It does have its moments if I relax a little bit. You see, like, I'm missing quite a bit of opportunity to just hit him, which is a problem. I should like also stay a little bit closer to him, so I can hit him with my auras. Fuck, dude, like, why the hell I just got hit by that? $5 million left, just don't die now.
I can't do that yet.
Like, he's going for his thunder damage. I always can, like, tank him a little bit. Oh my god, dude.
I can't do that yet.
I didn't like, fire that, did I? Nope. 2 millions. More tornadoes. Nope. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. It's all of those like dangerous jumps over there. There's literally no reason for it. He's like on his last leg. Just kill him with your aura.
I can't do that yet.
Tornado. Come on, dude, come on. Die. 60 Ks. We're just gonna be staying and killing him with the aura. There we go. The beast defeated. Got his helmet. +1 to skills. Okay, chat. That was easy part, right? Great boss. So it's possible to defeat Celestials. Again, Mogadren was the easiest one, and we even were able to face tank Mogadren. Apart from thunder damage. The moment you stay the thunder damage with that. So there are very little builds, I guess, like should be like super tanky to deal with the thunder damage and still be able to stay in one place and tank him. We're not playing those kind of builds here. Right, the killing speed for Caligadra and Ravager was basically the same as any other tier 2 build, maybe bottom tier 2 build, right? was the same. There's some range builds. Okay, so it was the same as any other range build. Majority of range builds, despite this being a melee build. Like when we played a melee build with a Bleeding Blade Arc on the other hand, it was massively better. Massively more bleeding damage, and we face tank a little bit more as well. So it's not that bad, but it's quite mediocre. It's just me, or do the loading screens take a longer when you are porting? Maybe just the last patch. Same speed here, mate. Like same speed here. Yeah, it's like 2 seconds maximum.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Maybe something with your SSD. Whatever you're using.
See you around.
HDD. The crate boss, yeah, crate boss. I was like, what we've been doing here, chat? A crate boss next. So the Sphellax did point it out that we can freeze the small crates now. Will this actually help? Will it be my downfall, or will it be my salvation? Because we can freeze with Amarasta Flash, the Blade Burst too. 30% chance to freeze 1 second over there. Continuously just hitting the Amarasta, we can freeze the targets too. Okay, first seal has been broken. To the next one right away.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
There you go, second seal, been broken. Next one. Why jump into the docks here when I need to go to Oasis? That's a big question. There we go. It's not time to go to the docks yet.
I can't do that yet.
Also, my pets are doing quite a few points of damage. I mean, the Manticore at least. Actually, need to test it out how much of Manticore doing damage on some trained dummy. Okay, the third seal have been broken. Yeah, this is a good question. This is a good question. Let's remove that the spears over there. At least I can command Manticore with F because it's like a pad. 27k, 28k crit, 33k crit. Right, her offensive ability is scan with my offensive ability, so she can do it. But I suspect this crit's coming from Whirlwind or Whirlpool, as you say. 20, 30. It's not right that bad actually, especially if you're gonna be dropping enemy like resistance. By a mile, call the resistance. Okay, come back with me, Manticore. Seal number 4. Oh, okay, and don't forget to grab a sword. I always forget about this one. Yeah, no idea if you can handle the crate boss. Too hard. Imagine me die. Imagine me playing hardcore and dying to this. I don't know how about you guys, but I clearly can picture that happening. Like we literally died on hardcore by walking. And then sudden strike of panic and we're done for. Mentomori taking me to the dangerous place didn't help it at all. Why should you die? Just step out, heal, step it again. No mate. I gonna see my health dropping too low. And this has been hardcore. I will panic. Alright, I forgot about that I can move out of that at all and die. This is normal.
Can't do that yet.
After a keyboard for 50 seconds or so, you need like to stand there and culminate even it may be interrupted. Yeah, I know you can. But it changed nothing. Okay, last seal. I'm gonna need to find those boys. Boss, want a piece of me? Come and get it. And rule the day. You actually decided to stay on my way. We heard a shot. Next one is a card core. You forgot the word never, mate. Not yet. I need at least another 1k. I'm not kidding here, by the way. I need at least another 1k hours to train in. You see how easy I'm dying to some random shit here? Like... It's just not happening. Then if we play in hardcore, I would need to play some burn build that are ready to OP. Soldier stomping. Oh wait, like we pass the actual area. Haven't been attacking those guys at all. But they are already dead. It's the only ultimate that is very hard.
That skill's not ready.
I mean, but we must play on the ultimate. Honestly, I can't imagine me playing on a normal anymore. It's like it's been ultimate now. Now we taste the real game. It's only ultimate. Okay, we got the for achievement. You know that I'm the last person who cares about achievements, so.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, the door's open. I was like, imagine if I actually forgot some crate to get. We're good. I need to kill those boys. Like the Phantom Blades, we're killing those guys like too fast, I think. Should need to keep them just for snacking reason. Hey, where's the more boys? It's okay. We got it. We should go to Act 2 today, like, he was scratching on my door and I wasn't responding, so my mother opened the door for him. And now he's sitting there and I can... What the hell? My manservant didn't open the door for me. What to do? How did this come to this? This flags no secret Basilica cutscene that for completing the hardcore. Oh well. The boob lady. Wait. Really? There's a secret Basilica cutscene? Chat, what the hell? Why are you like only like telling me this now? Next build hardcore. I'm joking. Maybe not.
That skill's not ready.
I need to verify that secret scene for sure. If there's no secret scenes, chat, we're gonna be playing Yakuza to compensate. Oh look, we actually can freeze those guys too. Like easy, absolutely no challenge. Okay, let's see how this go. Like I say, we do have that freeze scene, alright, but I'm not sure how, like, you know, how much crates we're gonna be creating with all my auras. So that's our main concern we have. Memtomori kind of reminds me of the endless desert in a dungeon siege, where you had to travel along the specific vector to reach the other city and the Forgotten Pyramids, or else you would walk until the end of the days, because the desert end and beginning linked like the endless pattern. Damn it, that's evil. That's dumb evil. Okay, like fingers exercise, mental alacrity exercise. Let's see, what do we have here? Increase armor by 20%. User damage, attack damage to health. We should be okay with this. Can we freeze the crate itself?
Can't do that yet.
I don't know about that. Oh, I don't know about that shot. I don't know about that at all. Like, come and fight me, you coward. Fight me fair and square. I pressed the crystal, but I died. Fuck. Mistakes were made. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Like, too little damage without dealt for him. After walking for 3 hours, I dropped like a coin and was very surprised to find half an hour again when I passed the side on the next loop. Well, attempt number 1 didn't end very well. My mistakes, like, that's the problem with the crate and with this kind of build. You can't like stay in face tank, the bastard's just jumping back all the time. trying to get into to his children. You know, like hiding behind the children. What a deviant. A fiend. A coward. Yeah, it doesn't feel like we have enough frostbite, frostburn damage. To compensate, like. Sadly not enough. So we need to keep hitting him. Keep hitting and hitting. But he also like petrifying me because it's probably not a freeze. That took me down. I mean, yeah. I don't have any petrification resistance, do I? Petrification 26. Well, that's not enough. Okay, let's just put a portal in case we just die into slimes. 20% crit damage, okay. As long as he doesn't have any extra health, we're good. I'm gonna be killing extra gargoyles here at the helmet. Not a helmet. Not a helmet. A good thing I drop a portal, right? Haven't been killed by the maggots in a long while. Is this like was a mistake to play this on evening stream? Like when my concentration not at very best. Did we make a mistake somewhere along those lines? Maggot food.
I can't do that yet.
Like not having this range damage is like really biting my ass here. Okay, we kill one guy. We're really killing them fast here, so with this frost damage. The 4 touchdowns for a Polk high attempt number 2. Complicated sports wordsmate. Let's get an extra damage here. Okay, here we go. Try it again. That was a good way to like to you know. That was a good way to trap him when you know you're attacking from behind, so he jump like different way. But the stupid craze behind. Oh, look at this. Likely ban evader. Ban evader here. What? That's interesting. Ban him. Wow, like they have this. Okay, did we done? They have the new feature of the auto filter here. Likely ban evader restricted. So they know what kind of people I'm banning here. The bot scam, robotic scam. Okay, attempt number 3. We actually had quite a good damage on the guy, but also failed to evade his children. Right, so I have some practice fighting the great bosses range builds, but it's a little bit different with the melee builds. So like you want to attack him in order from the angle that you're gonna be jumping away from the crates, not to wait not close to the small crates. So I need to like move myself accordingly to stay behind him, always pressing, or for him to jump in some kind of wall or something will be also good. Okay, chat, we just need a practice, a little bit of practice here. I do believe so. Those dumb crates completely destroyed me. Me and my wounded honor. Hey you, hey me.
That skill's not ready.
Got him. We just went too far. Okay, now we're good. Well, I guess like we just have an opportunity to fire to farm more gargoyles. That what it is. Poison bleeding resistance maximum. Have some total damage modifier, health regeneration. Health regeneration should be that big of a problem. Hopefully. I wonder if all those fights is my highest damage did increase or not. 373k. It's not bad overall. 373k. It's not really bad. Gargoyle Gaze, Frostbite, word in a Frostbite is just perfect. Yeah. It's not giving me the offensive ability, but I'll take it. Wait, I already killed the guy? He was that close to the front lines? What a fool. Okay, attempt number 3. Figuring out this how to fight great boss in melee. Get a potion, get melodic burst. 1, 2, 3, and let's go. Let's go, shot. So you want to stay like behind, so if you jump like, yeah, you jump like that way. Right. They want him jump over there. But that's the problem, right? I leave in my open to the crates. He jumped in, he petrified me, and then just create like so. That's interesting move, right? So making him to jump in the direction I would move in, but then he just, you know, the crates from behind just gathered me in that petrification as well. Dude, like this petrification is such a fucking bitch. So that was not good. That was not good. Can he fight on the co-op? Interesting. No idea, mate. Probably, yeah, why not, I mean. Which is we're not doing, obviously. But it's probably possible.
Can't do that yet.
I mean, like all Celestials possible to fight in co-op. It's in Lokar as well, so yeah. Okay, attempt number 4, meanwhile. So that the tactic that we saw, like, trying to execute, it just ain't good. At least ain't good if I don't have the mirror at me.
That skill's not ready.
I mean, we kill him like so easily with Blade Arc build. Just put him like to sleep with a lot of bleeding. It's extremely easy. So I don't get it why I can do it with a frostbite here. Well, I guess because we don't have like much of a frostbite to begin with. Okay, again, portal in case the skill cooldown, bleeding damage, attack speed, casting speed. I guess it's, we don't really care. Oh, we do care about him getting like faster, do we? We do. The white gargoyles not dropping a helmet,
Can't do that yet.
so there's no reason to fight those. Okay, that's... Worm just died. Stop it right there, you criminal scum. Like, I didn't want to get that Phoenix shield over here. That was kind of a mistake. Should keep it for a great boss. Okay, here we go again. Here we go again, Mr. Crate.
Can't do that yet.
Like, they jump, you know.
Can't do that yet.
Like I'm totally stunned here. I can't done anything. I was pressing my blade barrier, blade barrier. I mean like mirror shield, but yeah. I don't think it's a great killer. Yeah, I don't think this. We need to attack him, but we get him petrified constantly. Stone him. I'll do like last try. It's pretty badly here. Like hitting him once and disengage also not gonna work because, well, he's still like petrifying me quite a bit. Do we have anything against petrification?
Got any more scrap metal?
Petrification. Frozen heart, reduce freeze duration, reduce petrification duration. Can use on the rings. All right.
sort of resonance. So like we can use Frozen Heart, minus 21 purification duration,
Don't get killed out there.
and then there's always more points in conversion.
What brings you to my forge?
So we can try to do it, but will it be like that much of impact? That's the question. Okay, shot a last try. And then we have like another hour for summarizing this
I
build.
can't do that yet.
Because I wouldn't say it's complete. I wouldn't say there's so many more options to try for this build. Wait, did they serve a chest here? May as well take a look at it. Nope. The guy, I was just looking at chest, the guy like went and killed himself. What a fool. Yeah, let's see. This time approach, we hit him once and we disengage. Hit him once, disengage. Apply some pressure. Stay away. Let's make Nemesis hit him. Nemesis also doing some damage after all. And we always can hit him with a fresh freeze, since he has some good radius. Imagine I almost died there. Almost died to the sounds of time. Haven't actually died to the sounds in a while.
Can't do that.
But yeah, happened to be like for one particular build, we had potion and nothing else to heal during the sand, and I couldn't traverse there. Couldn't traverse the sand until the Sphellax mentioned that I can use the easy cluster. Jesus Christ! It was such a revelation for me. Okay, the magnet is down. Have movement speed here, which is very okay on movement speed anyway. Have all the potions, have everything, so hit him. Second my Manticore on the guy, first and foremost. Hit once, disengaged. Hit once. Manticore, are you doing your job, Manticore?
That skill's not ready.
Hit him. Hit him, but we created so many grades over there. They're all over the place. Oh, hello, little crates. Did you miss me? permanently frozen. Manticore, you're doing the job, right?
That's locked.
Why did they lock the case? Small crates over here, dude. Small fucking crates. Okay, we got him kick. I don't know about going here for a second time. He just killed me this. So got him to the half health, but I need to do like some pretty damn a lot of shenanigans in order to get him to half health. I wouldn't say it's a great killer by any means. We can maybe try harder, but it's not an easy kill for sure. Like we had a much easier time with Phantasmal Blades at least. We got him to 10k health before we died. This one we got him to half health, and there is just no going there. Like no going there. This hit and run tactic. It's just like not working. And my nemesis can't do much of a damage along the way. Should we go for another try? I just can't picture it. I just can't picture me doing it. Yeah. Maybe with a cooldown, if I get the shield here, remove the like if I do something like this, right? So currently we have 18k damage, and more importantly the frostbite damage here, frostburn damage. There we go. 30k, right? This actually have a frostburn damage altogether. 14k somehow. Okay, 30k frostburn damage over here. So if I switch into the shield like this, it's a 31k. It's not a big of a difference. It's really not a big of a difference. It's 1k difference. There we go. Oh well, I guess it is time for usual summarizing. Yeah. Time for a summary. Where I'm going. Christina not him, so I'm not gonna be turning it off. Right, guys, recording for YouTube. So let's talk a little bit about this build here. Let's put the markers for YouTube and stuff. Get the water first. Right, here we go. Hello guys, welcome, Austerius here with a Spellbreaker build this time around. We're using Amarasta Blade Burst as a channeling skill, so without a cooldown, a cold damage. We're gonna be talking how this build played in early game, mid game, a late game, what it can do, what it can't do, what it can do, and all of that on ultimate difficulty, since we're playing all the builds starting with the ultimate difficulty, solo self-found until level 94, and then taking some items from my Grim Dawn stash on in the end game. So here we go. What the game, what this build can do. It can kill Celestials. Mogodren went down pretty easily. It took me around 2 minutes to kill it. Kalagadra was next and took me like pretty normal time to kill the boss with a tier 2 build. That boss like around 8-10 minutes. Honestly, it was long. Same goes for Ravager, but Ravager had a potential to one-shot you. Caligadra was much easier to manage. We could kill him, both of those, without dying, and we tried a crate boss, but because we're doing so much area damage and it's a melee build, but not much of actually dot damage for a crate, we managed to get the crate to half of his health with some shenanigans, running twice two circles, but we produced too many crates to, to reliably kill the crate boss with this build. This build also have quite a good cleaning speed, a very good cleaning speed. One of the best there is cleaning speed there. I mean, the Amarasta blade burst is the area with 5.5 meter area, but then we have a night shield and some cold damage on my Veil of Shadow, both of them 8 meters radius. So basically, when you're running, especially if you're going to be playing this build on normal difficulty, everything's going to be dying to you just because it is staying close to your auras. You don't, most of the time, you don't need to attack with your blade burst at all. Alright, so we're going to be talking how the build behave in, like I say, in early game, what kind of skill to develop there, what kind of constellations, the gear. This build was kind of hard in terms of building, because there are so many options, so many items you can put on this build to change his behavior slightly in one way and another. We did try a couple of monster and frequent items in an end game, so this is not the perfect variant of this build. There is still so much to improve. For my mace, we never found the Alexa's shield, Mystic Alexa's shield mace, which is would be better. This is how this mace is looking like. Let me show you in a browser. Okay, Alexa, Mystic Alexa shields, right? Have crit damage, offensive ability. It's getting all this Elemental Awakening, Star Pact, and Alexa Flash Freeze, which is just getting more damage for me. It have a lower cold damage than my current mace, but it also has some cold damage and first burn damage to start packs. So maybe with this mace you're gonna be killing Celestial faster. Maybe even have some decent chance against Great Boss. It's depending. So we're gonna be talking about that. I just never found this. This build also feature Alchemist rings, but we only were able to get blue one instead of purple versions. I only get like one purple here. So that's also could be make it better overall. And there's other variants for the builds. I'm gonna be briefly discussing those variants in the summary of the build. So what we're gonna be doing now, we're gonna be demonstrating how this build works in the Shattered Realm. Right, we dual wielding here. It's a melee build. We're gonna be jumping in Shattered Realm level 65 for now. So let's get this Celestial Waystone. Celestial Waystone, here we go.
Go on now.
And let's demonstrate how the build works here.
Eternity.
So I've been talking a little bit while in the Shattered Realm. Now I'm gonna be talking about skill rotation. So this build have Nemesis as a relic. Nemesis has a very pull on the skill, so it's doing some frost and cold damage. We have a Blade Spears, 1 point of Blade Spears, so they can use. They can use Elemental Storm from Rovari Crown constellation. So this build's doing okay against damage reflection shield over here. Alright. Doing just okay against damage reflection shield. We have around 14%, I believe, a Health Leech. So every attack we have here is Health Leech in. Right, every hit of that Amarasta Blaze Burst, because it has weapon attack in its description. The funniest thing to know about Amarasta Blade Burst if you're playing this as dual wielding skill, it's attacking with offhand weapon, right? So you want to put the weapon with the best damage in your left hand, in your offhand, for maximum damage of the Murder Blade Burst, right? It's even saying in the description, offhand damage to 130. So that's thing to carry in mind. Again, so skill rotation for the build. We jump into fight with Ryuk wings, right? Getting some Phoenix fire. Every time we crit in here, we get an 100% chance to get Phoenix fire. It does have cooldown, however. We're reducing enemy resistances and immobilizing them with Flash Freeze. The Flash Freeze is a skill that giving your build so much survivability, because you're just freezing most of the enemies. Just freezing most of the enemies, and anything else is just not as big as problem after that. Okay, Archmage Alexandra dead. So freeze with Alexa Flash Freeze, attack with a Murder Blade Burst. Occasionally use my Pneumatic Burst to heal, while and continue keeping the buffs on, and Mirror of Aureoctus for that 3-second invulnerability. Enemies also getting the offensive ability reduced by getting closer into your aura, and they're taking a lot of damage by just staying nearby. So if I remove this Amarasta's Blade Burst here, right, not attacking with it, and just walking around here, you can approximately understand how much of damage that's gonna deal in. Right, I can like heal while walking, so that's a problem. That's one problem, I can't heal while just walking. Let's get back. It's enough to kill all normal monsters in a normal part of the ultimate difficulty, and kill the elites in seconds, just walking nearby them. It's way more potent like on normal difficulty. We're gonna be talking about the Night Chill in details for early game and stuff. Okay, boss fight. Over here, we don't gonna be pulling all the boss fights on me, but it's possible. I mean, we did kind of like face tank multiple bosses accidentally, because the Flash Freeze just pulling too much of them. All right.
Can't do that yet.
Okay, Sergus down. Okay, Gravasul is dangerous. Just his nullification. So just wait until he casts nullification. Okay, there goes nullification. And then we're just killing him. There we go. And the last boss over here. Some amount. So like level 65, 66 Shadow Lamb is absolutely no problem for this build. We can kill everything super fast.
Well done.
And our survivability also good. Surprisingly good. Right. We played before this Trickster and Witch Hunter. Both of them were featuring the Nightblade as a subclass. And both of them have like very poor survivability. So this build have much better, doing much better in this part. And the mirror of Aureoctus is just helping tremendously. Plus the new sphere of protection, which is 24% damage absorption. Right, so that's a little bit of demonstration. Early game, what we do in early game, what kind of items we use in early game, we're gonna be talking about this next. Then gonna get overview of the build stats. Yes, we're doing it after early game. Then we're doing talking about end game, gear, constellations, and skills, and then summary about like some ideas how make it build better, and what kind of items we still were missing, and alternative variants of the build. Anyway, let's start early game. Early game for this build, there's tons of items you want for the early game for this build, and some of them pretty hard to get, like a Gurgle Gaze. We're gonna be starting with the skills first. Alright, the one, obviously it's a Amarasta Blade Burst. You want to get Amarasta Blade Burst as early as possible. You will have first and foremost, you will have the skill on cooldown. You only get a chance to get it off cooldown with Amarasta Crusher in after level 95. Before that, a skill has on its end hard cap, I believe 1.5 seconds cooldown. It's okay. You know, I didn't feel like we actually have a cooldown playing with this. So I played it with the shield. So all of this dual wielding blades techniques didn't do nothing for that. But the skill you actually want to level up as fast as possible. Either you play an ultimate or you play in normal difficulty, the Night Shield. So you want to like a couple of points in the Veil of Shadow to increase the radius of Night Shield, and then you just want to soft cap Night Shield. It's just tremendous boost of damage. So after this, hard capping Amarasta Blade Burst. Well, soft capping. Yeah, hard capping is a little bit harder. Soft capping Amarasta Blade Burst, getting Lethal Assault. It's a bonus damage, right? You want in Nightblade, you absolutely want Pneumatic Burst for early boost of offensive ability, and you don't want much of like in Shadow Dance, but you want quite a few points in Elemental Awakening for the first burn damage. However, before you get the first burn damage Elemental Awakening, I do suggest to get yourself the Flash Freeze, 1 point. 1 point just enough to minus resistance reductions, right? And you would have some constellation to put, some active skills from constellation to put on this. And more importantly, get the Sphere of Protection, at least to 15% damage absorption, and 1 point into Mirror of Erectus, Areoctus. Then a little bit of Iskandar Elemental Exchange points. You're more interested in Overlord early on, against from offensive ability buff, so we can constantly, on ultimate difficulty, so we at least can constantly hit enemies without missing them. On normal difficulty, so we can crit them for quite a bit, right up to level 30, 35, that is. And you're interested in Star Pact after you get all of the other skills, right? And after that you get a Star Pact, you can gradually leveling up Elemental Awakening. All of these skill trees have been proceeded from hero to zero in terms of items and skills we have in channel description, right? Just a look around for the videos of the whole playthrough of this build. And every video, day 1, day 2, day 3 video has a link to Grim Dawn tools with well, where we can see what kind of skills we're using, like up until like a level 40, for example, what kind of items we had in that solo self-found, and so on and so on. So we can help you to plan around your build, right? We play in, like I say, it's solo self-found up until 94, so we concentrated more on getting resistances for the build than anything. However, it's still useful to check out what kind of skills we use in there early game. Items. There's so many items this build, like I say, can use in early game, and it's probably better to show me in a browser. So let's see. First and foremost, you can easily get it, like very easily get it. Radius Bulwark. If you just first play through for your character and you don't have like, any other characters to go and farm the shield for you, you just need to defeat a warden, and next game after the warden, in next act, you can get find this Radley's boss. It's guaranteed dropping this the shield over here. So what it's doing? Cold damage to elemental exchange, called the first burn damage, flatten percentage, minus cold resistance to Veil of Shadows, minus 10%, and minus 50% cold resistance to Alexa Fresh Freeze. So you already have this Night Shield until you get when you get the shield, which is on soft calf, giving minus 25 cold resistance. It's tremendous boost to your like overall damage. Most of the enemies going negative resistances all overall with this. And well, it's giving you additional points to Night Shield, so pretty useful. For rings, there's living rings you can farm in what it's called, Ashes of Melmoth DLC. It's just +3 to Iskander Elemental Exchange. But there's also a ring you want to get quite earlier. It's called. Do we have it here? Putrid Necklace. Okay, that's not it. That's another item we're gonna be talking about. The ring is. I don't see it here. So let's me open the browser. The ring called is Velos ring, right? You can get it like from Velos of Corruptor. I do recommend to use the Grimdawn tools to check on these items, and you always can check out from whom they drop in and where to find this guy here. So it's Defiles Devil Crossing, right into. You're just gonna get a quest for this guy. Just literally gonna get a quest from this guy to kill him. And his ring here, his ring over here, is giving you +3 to the blade burst. Some offensive defeat. Yes, it's giving you acid damage, right? You can roll it with some good affixes for cold damage, but most importantly is this blade burst +3. It will be quite significant. This is a blade burst area skill, and you do want to get it to hard cap. It's not a mana hungry at all, so it's cool. Next thing, which is quite hard to farm, would be a helmet.
I'll keep your stash safe.
Let me show you the helmet. It's a Gargoyle Gaze helmet. Dropping from a gargoyles in Forgotten Gods DLC. But the problem is there are so little gargoyles around. Like, literally almost nothing. So the biggest concentration of gargoyle is before the Korvac fight. And in order to get to them, you need to go into Hol's quest line in Forgotten Gods DLC. So the helmet itself giving you more cold damage to Blade Burst and Acid, and attack damage to health for the Blade Burst. Well, +2 skills as well, so I do recommend it for early game. There's
I'll keep an eye out.
a couple of gargoyles could be spawned over here. Like if you go into the Vanguard of 3, sometimes there's 3 or 4 gargoyles spawning in this area altogether. We tried to farm them, we got a helmet from them, but we got the wrong helmet. I gave up after like 1 hour farming that. So like mind that, it's not easy to farm. The more easy to farm is Ilgur Eternal Curse medal. Alright, it's dropping guarantee from Ilgur. It's a boss on the 2nd level of Steps of Tournament, Skeleton Key Dungeon. Literally the first Skeleton Key Dungeon you're gonna be getting introduced to. And he is either getting the Eternal Curse or as the medal. Right, you have 50% chance to drop it. So you want this one for weapon damage to a Matter Blade Bursts. Like you see, we're using this medal even in end game, so we definitely want it early game as well. Then the standard thing for early game build is Legion Belt, right? +1 to Night Blade skills. Night Blade is like a main skill tree. This build is like so hungry for skills. Alright, we even using the Chain of Anguish on it. But anyway, +1 to 9 blade skills. And you can craft it like on level 35. And next one is level 15, level 70. So it's, you have a belt for 9 blade already. A relic on level 60 you can get Nemesis. What I was using on level 18 is Equilibrium for resistances. Up to level 60 because I just played an ultimate when we have all these negative resistances. But you obviously can use a different thing. Yeah, medals. I was just showing you this Pewtered Necklace of Zeal. It's Kandra Elemental Exchange +2. You can get it pretty early in the game. And the important part about this necklace is giving you that a lot of offensive ability from Kandra Elemental Exchange. I suppose you already have the flat offensive ability from Demotic Burst and Overlord. Otherwise, it's 8% from your 1000 offensive ability not gonna do like that much. So you need like, at least like 1700 something to see like something around like 100 offensive ability out of that. And that was helping me quite a bit. Before we get Helena Necklace. Helena Necklace is a reputation quest. Reputation quest from Devil's Cross Infection. Right, you need to kill this the first sleaze, Helena or Elena, and it's +1 to Nightblade and Star Pact, and more damage to Veil of Shadows, more Frostburn damage to Star Pact. It is pretty powerful. I was contemplating if I want to use an end game. It's definitely an option for end game. So did I forget anything? I have all these items here in the browser listed, or more or less. So there's Ascendant Shoulder Guards. We never ended using this one because the build was performing super exceptionally well for melee build on mid game and late mid game and early game. Like I say, I was running, everything was almost dying from my aura. And then the Blade Burst would kill everything, and I would freeze anything else that I would not kill immediately. So ability and cleaning speed was exceptionally well for ultimate solo self-found, and that's saying a lot. But yeah, we never needed essential parts, but so potential items for +3 to elemental exchange over here. Gargoyle Helmet, I mentioned it. Bulwark, I mentioned it. Living Ring, I mentioned it. Let's see, Elena Necklace, we already talked about this. Ilgrid Necklace, we already talked about this. And that's technically all. That's actually technically all that you can, well, easily or hard try to get like hard, depending on your RNG, depending on luck for early game. Moving on, starts of the build. So you saw the demonstration how the build works, but we never talked about stats. Alright, we have 17k health over here. Most of my attribute points went into physique because I'm playing on ultimate all the time, and it's just more protection, defense ability, and more health. But I did put quite a few points into spirit, 28 points, 0 points in cunning. So spirit for more damage. So we reach like offensive ability 3600 thanks to this set of Alchemist rings, and defense ability to 2600, but it's just, you saw it's absolutely enough for face tanking. Not exactly face tanking everything in Shattered Realm, but face tanking most of the thing. You still need to be careful. You still need to be keeping the fingers on mirror of Octus. Also, like when we fought Calagadra, he could hit me once for something like 40% of my health, but never like one-shotted me. DPS is 180k, but we always getting more DPS when it's starting like spinning my, getting Lethal Assault over here, so it's 209k DPS. which is majority with first burn damage. We got the Curse of Anguish over here. Yeah, so 31 first burn damage, 100k hit with a Murder Blade Burst over here. What else? Resistance, slight in resistance, 76%. Our maximum, that's good enough for actually face tanking Mogadran, because we also get in minus 33 elemental resistance with Chain of Anguish periodically. For Mogadran fight, I recommend to use a Shroud of Storm Shroud Ornament. This is that compensated with 30 light and resistance. Armor rating on a low here, 1780 with 100% armor absorption. Next, poison, piercing resistance, bleeding resistance, vitality resistance, ether, chaos, and physical 22. 22% is a minimum physical. 20% that I was talking about previously. It's minimum percentage of physical resistance you want for most of the build on ultimate difficulty in the current meta, despite they reducing the physical damage greatly. But it's in actuality is way lesser because it's minus 12 resistance reduction from Anguish. Anguish belt actually was working pretty well here. Yeah, I didn't feel like I have it in late game. When we just switch it to the build, yes, I did feel that we have Anguish, and we even died because of Anguish in Shattered Realm 65. However, when we get all the powders, all the components, it was way better. So attack speed 148%, not really that good. All right, there's a point of improvement. Critical strike 60%. Health regen doesn't really matter much. Energy regen doesn't really matter much for this build. What matter is our cooldown reduction 12%. Don't have much of cooldown, but it's influence in the Mirror of Reactors. So cold damage, almost 3400%, and frostburn damage, almost 38% over here. That's what does matter. And obviously stun resistance, 59%, just enough for that fight with the Mogadran. So we're using Runebound Topaz for this additional stun resistance 10. Freeze resistance 80 from a gear. And another thing that does matter is highest damage dealt, right? We died quite a bit on Great Boss, even to the maggots, so our total death is that high, but it was easier, like I said, normal mid-game, late mid-game, early game was pretty easy to not to die. You know, with flash freeze and everything dying. If you're playing on normal difficulty, you're just gonna be breezing through the game altogether. Anyway, damage dealt so far, highest crit is 450k, which is not bad. We can still crit in here for over the 100k with the Blade Burst, right? Over the 100k, 150k. So it's a good damage in my book. That's a stat overview. Jump into the items. Among all potential items and potential possibilities we are presented with, I decided to go actually with, after a long consideration and deliberation, with the Mage Slayer set. So the helmet giving you that +1 to Arcanist and Nightblade. Which is, like I say, the build itself very hungry for skills. So many skills points you still have and can use on. The set itself giving you additional minus elemental resistance to Veil of Shadow and minus cold resistance to Alexa, 18% to Alexa Flash Freeze. Altogether, we have way over the 100 resistance reduction, minus cold resistance reduction for. So if not counting resistance reductions you're getting from Alexa Freeze, we have minus 107, right? With your Night Shield, Constellations, alright, 2 Constellations, and oh my god, well, and that's all basically. Yeah, minus 107. With okay, Night Shield and Veil of Shadow. Veil of Shadows also has minus resistance on it. So it's 107, but we still didn't figure out if Flash Freeze, this cold resistance happening when we actually freezing the targets, meaning this will not work on targets that can be freeze like Celestials, or it's happening nonetheless, right? Because we know the fire resistance reduction, which is native to Flash Freeze over here, like minus like this 68 fire resistance, is happening only when you freeze an enemy with a Flash Freeze. So I suspect this could be applying to cold resistance as well, but it will be like make no sense as well. So basically what I'm saying, we have a way over the maximum, or over what we need for cold resistance reduction. Anyway, Mage Storm, we're using Living Armor on it, elemental resistance, offensive ability, armor absorption, right? And next piece is Shoulder Guards. Shoulder Guards, I'll be using another Living Armor on it, right? And then goes Mage Slayer Amulet. This is giving you that 8% minus elemental resistance for Veil of Shadow, right? And cold damage for Flash Freeze, which is actually okay. It's dealing some damage. Frostburn damage, Flash Freeze, like just casting Flash Freeze could actually kill a bunch of enemies and so on. The last piece of the set is the gloves here. The gloves, Night Shield, Absolute Zero. So that's the whole Mage Slayer. I'm gonna be talking about alternative set or alternative build in summary section. We're using here Unholy Inscription for this. Unholy Inscription for well, attack damage converted to health. I didn't mention this in the start, but attack damage converted to health should be 14% life steal. Okay, I didn't mention it during the demonstration, did I? Also, for the medal, we're using like Vengeful Wrath here. Vengeful Wrath, and as augment, we're using Artep's Glare. It's a Cult of Bismal augment. Defensive ability, health, and flat cold damage. Flat cold damage is very good for this build. Because Amarasta Blaze Burst using actually weapon damage, and all this flat damage going to the weapon damage. So that's we're using this augment on all Javelries, on the rings as well. I mean, Vengeful Wrath is giving you offensive ability and some cold damage. So we're using for Medallion, we're using like Arcane Spark, but it's probably will be better to use our Vengeful Wrath here as well. We're not locking any offensive ability by replacing this. We do use a Rune of Dark Progenitor, on which I put the Phoenix Shield constellation. But yeah, Ilgor's Eternal Curse, we're using Off Attack for more, well, offensive ability here. And Rune Curve giving me that elemental damage along the way. So it's good affixes. It's good affixes for all here. Rings is something like very hard to farm. I'm gonna be talking about alternative rings altogether. There's actually quite a few of them. I was trying to get a purple version. We farmed them 7 or 8 times. We went to the Steps of Torment, and we managed to get the blue version, which is still giving me quite a few offensive ability points, and did increase my overall damage compared to other sets by 10k DPS, not overall damage. So that was good. So yeah, Alchemist Tournament, Misery of Alchemist, if using Runebound Topaz on both of them for that stun resistance. Alright, this is how the second ring look like, all the same. Next, the important part of the build is Amarasta Crusher, which just make this Amarasta Blade Burst channeling skill. Right, it's removing all the cooldown from it, 100% skill cooldown reduction, and more critical damage. Well, less weapon damage, but we're okay. I was contemplating, do we want to do it, but do we not? Right, up until the very last, because I wanted to go to do something like Alexa Chill with the Glacial the Radius Bulwark. It was also an option. We're using the Cold Stone as component here, just for the buff, 75 cold damage and flat cold damage. It's very much. For the augment, we're using Cowen's Guile, Undebog augment, cold damage and elemental damage. 10% elemental resistance, so to say. So elemental resistance I needed for lightning to get my lightning resistance close to 80% as possible, right? So when we're using the Storm of Shroud, we don't care about the debuff from Anguish. Speaking of Anguish, like I see we're using Chain of Anguish here, for +1 to all skills, a little bit of all damage, and additional attack damage converted to health, offensive ability, total speed. It has pretty nasty debuff. This is, I call it debuff, but it's actually a negative buff, right? So the idea, I have this genius idea, and anytime like we get in the Anguish, I can remove it with my nullification. It did not work, right? Anguish happened here in the buff section, right? Nullification not removing buffs, it's removing debuffs that happen in this debuff section. So mind you, using a laser here, on the Undebog laser for poison and bleeding resistance. So far, like I say, in endgame, I didn't feel like we were in this Chains of Anguish, so it was working perfectly fine for me. The offhand weapon, I didn't mention that Amarasta Blade Burst using the damage from offhand weapon rather than the primary weapon, and zero more cold damage, so it's actually, you can see the difference in DPS over here, 167k. And 180k when we replace the weapons. So it's alternative to this, actually what I wanted to play with. Alternative to mystical Alexa Chill, which you never found. And it's performing pretty well for me. I used to have I used to find it on lower difficulty, the Beacons of Winter Vale. On lower difficulty, I mean on lower level, on level 58, and then we get in level 94 here. So it's frostburn damage, cold damage, minus cold resistance to Alexa Fresh Freeze, and some cold and frostburn damage to Iskander Elemental Exchange. It's also giving me 8% to health, so I'll take it. For component, we're using Cold Stone here again, and for argument here, we're using actually a different one, the Soil's Glare from Cult of Soils for that extra piercing resistance and health. Health kind of important, right? So if I didn't need to fight Mogadran, I would use both of these Cult of Soils arguments in both of my weapons. What else to talk here with? The boots. Boots are a boost of Primordial Rage, offensive ability, health, physical resistance, and elemental damage. Pretty good for a purpose, right? It does have Ether Blazing. I didn't mention the skill, the Winter Veils on my mace. It was pretty good, like additional cold damage with some orbs rotating around you. So boots we're using a Mark of Mogadran, obvious components. I already show you the medal. Relic, Nemesis. Nemesis we get pretty lucky with bonus completion, +1 share of dance and Little Assault, especially Little Assault. Pants is Death Whisper Leggings, right? This is the one that giving you that +2 Amarasta Blaze Burst and Little Assault, a little bit of offensive ability and cold damage. We're using a Scale Hide for getting this armor rating to 100%. And lastly, the breastplate. First, Dread of Crassus, flat cold damage, percentage of health, vitality, bleeding resistance, Amarasta Blade Burst, and the Star Punk. I really wish to have more points in Star Punk, but alas. So he has the first Dread Presence, right, which is buffing you for flat cold damage, and percentage to cold and first burn damage is also pretty powerful, adding to my overall damage here. We're using Titan Platinum on it, because I wanted to get a reflection damage reduction. It was very dangerous without reflection damage reduction. We get it to 3% here with the Titan Platinum. We've still taken some damage when we attacking enemies into reflection shield. Oh my god, I can't find it. But we can Health Leech. Without this 33%, there's a good chance you can like one-shot me. Well, or getting very close to one-shotting me. And there's also that huge dots. So we need to like either not to attack this. Be careful not to attack the damage reflection. But your pets and auras can attack them nonetheless. Or you need to apply nullification right after you kill the guy. You do, believe me, you do want to get this Titan Platinum for that 33%. I actually was contemplating if I want another Titan Platinum on my helmet, but we settled on that 33% is just working fine if you're careful enough. So that was the gear. Skill points. Skill points, you already like saw a bunch of this in early game, but let's reiterate again. The build, like I mentioned before, very hungry for the skill points. There's so much things I still want to put my skill points onto. But yeah, main points: Night Shield, Veil of Shadow, and Soft Cap. So I have like 8-meter radius of it. I can reach a bunch of enemies with my Night Shield. We have 1 point into Phantasmal Armor and 1 point into Merciless Repertoire. Both of them I would like to get at least a Soft Cap. We have all the points in Elemental Awakening for additional Frostburn damage, elemental damage, all the points in Thermatic Burst for that offensive ability and Health Leech. 1 point into a Shadow Dance because I didn't deem it like that necessary. Obviously, Amarasta Blade Burst the main skill here, so we have all the points on Amarasta Blade Burst. I used a Rumor as a skill trigger on Amarasta Blade Burst. So we have 50% chance to get in that minus offensive ability for enemy and minus, more importantly, cold resistance. Lethal Assault also happening every time for 8 seconds, that flat cold damage and percentage to cold damage. 1 point into dual wielding for this 4% resistances, and we actually dual wielding. And I really want to get it like higher, like Soft Camp giving you 10% physical resistance, so that'll be cool. Same as the Blade Spirits. Additional Blade Spirits that can proc. We have the Elemental Storm of Blade Spirits, flat elemental reduction, 32%, 32 points flat reduction, and the Blade Spirits have a cold damage partially, so they're scaling with your cold damage, which is pretty good. Obviously, having them on level 16 will be better than having them on level 1. No points. Arcanist. I did level up inner focus to 12 to Soft Cap to get this additional offensive ability. We actually probably can take 2 more points out of it because we have enough offensive ability even for celestial fights, and put them somewhere else, like in elemental balance. Myth's Protection, 24 point absorption, 1 point into conversion. Soft Cap for Iskander Elemental Exchange, well, 12 plus 2. Overlord, same. And we look missing 1 point in Elemental Balance over here. Star Pact, I was talking pretty cool skill. Cooldown reduction, cold damage, first burn damage, yes, thank you. 1 point Alexa Flash Freeze, 1 plus 7. It dealing some damage. It's dealing resistance reduction as well as freezing enemies. And there's absolute 0 for more first burn damage on this on those enemies as well. So it is kind of good. It is kind of good for 99% of gameplay. I also want way more points in the Arcane Wheel, but I only put 1. It's, in my opinion, a very powerful defensive skill, and it's also triggering on very high health. Alright. Have a nullification of 1 point to just remove some effect here and there. It's kind of criminal not having nullification while playing an Arcanist, to tell you the truth. People usually having like getting it to level 5 usually. Well, Again, too many points to spend. So that's skills. That's the skills altogether. Constellations, right? We were talking about already how my my resistance reduction are so numerous. It's going like way above 100. So constellation, since it's called damage, is elemental type of damage. We're using here a standard approach with early game when you get in the quill, when you get in the candle, right, and we get in right into elemental storm for a Warrior Crown. So I would put elemental storm on blade spirits. That's why we're having that 1 point into them. The next thing that I want to climb right after is Mistress of Rumors. To get the rumor, to level up rumor as fast as possible for that minus cold resistance. So this one I have an Amarasta Blade Burst, just have a better chance because it's like channeling skill, have a better chance to proc it when I constantly attacking. For Mister of Rumors to activate, we obviously need something like Tsunami, 5 points into Tsunami. We have the skill I put on Alexa Fresh Freeze. It's activating decently often, so that's why we're getting this additional Frostburn damage for Flash Freeze. I wish I can put it like somewhere else, right? That's Frostburn damage, but we're really lacking of impossible skills to use. We have Lion constellation, we had a Harpy constellation. I did have earlier on a Jackal constellation, but we replaced it by putting a reshuffle constellation after we get 55 points from my Crossroads and from Jackal into Amatok, the Spirit of Winter, so which is better, especially due to them Frostburn damage, cold damage and stuff. We have also Phoenix constellation, right? Phoenix for a little bit of elemental damage. We're getting Phoenix Fire on my rune, so every time I jam in with my heroic wings and Cretin, I get in this. It does have 7-second durations and second cooldown, but Cretin getting me this flat 188 damage absorption, which is significant in Shadow Realm. Significant in Shadow Realm. We have Arcane Barrier, right? Well, it's not that significant. It's just Crab Constellation provided me enough points that I needed for Leviathan. Alright. In fact, I'm just seeing... do I forgot to remove... Okay, no, I didn't forget to remove the Crossroads Constellation. We're good. So yeah, it has Arcane Barrier, which is not really that important, but it's giving me quite a few points to... flat elemental damage and percentage elemental damage and some resistances altogether. So yeah, I'll take it. And finally, culmination of all of this Leviathan. Alright. With also defensive stats, physical resistance, and cold damage flat, frostburn damage flat, and Whirlpool, which is additional frostburn damage, which is we put on a Manticore, on my Nemesis pet. It's unkillable, same as Blade Spears, but Nemesis has a way better reach than Blade Spears, so it's attacking constantly and applying this periodically cold damage and frostburn damage. That's constellations. Alright, the summary. Summary, like I say, first of all about alternative builds. Alternative builds, alternative items for this.
I'll keep your stash safe.
Right, so there's the boots, there's gloves, as I say. If you didn't use the Mage Slayer hood, Mage Slayer set here, there's a potential of using this Icecon Talons, more frostburn damage. Amarasta Blade burns some frostburn damage altogether. Maybe it's actually gonna work better against Crate Boss, this setup, right? You get in this. The gloves, you get in like the Varieties Bulwark. Alright, you get in the Gargoyle Gaze, for example. Elena Necklace for that cold damage. For Veil of Shadow, Frostburn damage for Star Pact. Alright, which is adding to your Frostburn damage. The alternative set of rings, if you don't have alchemist rings, don't have purple alchemist rings, there is this Band of Eternal Hound that you can craft, right? It's have -10 cold resistance, 10% chance on attack. And there's also the set here, Elemental Harmony. It is worse in terms of damage and offensive ability than Alchemist set, but nonetheless it is something to consider because it's giving you some little assault, some sub-zero or absolute zero, flash freeze and blade burst, the points you really need, and a little bit of defensive ability when you get the full set. So it's easier to get than this one for sure.
Okay.
There's if you're not using Mage Slayer set, there's 3 pieces of a set you can use from. Do I have it here? Let me see. Okay, there's the Silver Sentinel set, some kind of alternative. You do want the 3 pieces for minus cold resistance, but then you're forced to wear the mask, which is kind of bad. The Gargoyle helmet is just better. The 2 pieces just not cutting for it, but it is alternative. It is alternatives. Having the shoulder guns, especially having some cold damage and Emerald Blade Burst, so have some can find some points out of it. We already talked about Mystical Alexa Shield as a preferable weapon for offhand. Preferable weapon is, I think, it will be performing better than my current mace. All right. Also, like Dread Sigil of Alchemos, which is a purple version of my blue Alchemos set. There is for a medal we can use a Mystical Undying Oath, the flat cold damage, and well, probably all, right? Just flat cold damage and some percentage cold damage, skill recharge and cold damage to Pneumatic Burst as well. But well, for the belt instead of Anguish, there is a Spellbreaker Waistguard. Right, Spellbreaker Waistguard is basically giving you the same bonuses as Anguish, a little less like cold damage, a little less crit, and same offensive ability, and +1 to Night Blade instead of +1 to all. So missing +1 on Arcanist. But if you fear to get Anguished, that's the best alternative there is. Okay, instead Iskandar Nullification, that's alternative set I was thinking about. There's another one as well. So 3 pieces giving you 12% physical resistance, 4 pieces giving you plus 2 to Arcanist as well. And what do you want from those 2 pieces? So you can get the medal, you probably can get shoulder guards, you probably can get the chest armor, everything except the offhand, I guess. Alright, and even helmet could be justifiable to get this +2 to Arcanist, could be justifiable. So that's all in combination for in conjunction with
Keep an eye on this.
those items I show you, the talons, necklace, right? You always can use the living ring with a good affixes, like this have a cold damage, elemental damage, Iskandar elemental exchange, if you never found any of these rings. So it is something. It is something. The build performed especially well early game, late game, mid game, right? Just like cleaning speed, survivability, very good. Do mind it. A lot of survivability of this build depended on your being able to freeze the target. For example, I did burn pretty badly on Chupacabra fights, even late game, the early late game, and we just changed into my items, didn't like get all the components. I went to face tank the Chupacabra, and he just killed me. He just killed me also early mid game as well, on level like 70 something. Because Chupacabra can be freezed, and he dealing quite a bit of damage with his burst, so it's better like to kite him, more kite than face tank him, Just need to get the right timing for when you kiting, when you tanking, and when you actually dealing the damage. That thing to be mindful for. All the way, like cleaning speed, like I say, is extremely fast, and because of the flash freeze, most enemies just dying before they even able to attack you. That's why it's probably survivability so much. Well, we also have the sphere of protection, 24% of resistance reduction. So mind you that's adding alongside with 70k health, adding a lot to survivability, and 14% health leech on every attack I do use the blade burst. I had a lot of fun playing this build, and a lot of fun actually, a lot of headache, rather say, not a fun headache between choosing items for end game because how many options we actually have, and also it's pretty hard to farm the headgear, the piece for gargoyle gaze, and obviously alchemist rings. Pretty hard because alchemist rings cannot be transmuted, and the percentage drop is very low too for purple ring, like 3 point something and 2 point something. And what else to say? What else? Great boss. I was kind of already suspecting will not be able to kill a great boss because we'll create a lot of mini crates. Just walking around great boss with my auras. Yeah. So it's not a crate killer, not in this configuration at least. Could be possible, like I say, with some gear changes that I propose. Nonetheless, guys, thank you very much for joining me, for watching all to the end, and I really do appreciate it if you press the subscribe button for YouTube channel. That's gonna be helping us a lot produce more videos for Grim Dawn and motivate me to do more quality videos as well and do something else. We're currently struggling to get to 1,000 subscribers, so like I said, it will be very, very appreciated of your help with that one press of button. See you next video, and see you next time chat as well. We're done with our summarizing. Take care of yourself, stay safe, whatever you're doing, have fun with it. And tomorrow, last epoch, tomorrow, God of War. I know, like I say that we're gonna be playing the God of War today, but I just thought that it would be better just to finish the build altogether.